Hello and welcome to Tips and Tricks for Microsoft Live at edu. My name is Evan Archella and I'd like to talk to you about adding documents and files to SkyDrive. SkyDrive has a 25 gigabyte total storage limitation. It also has a 50 megabyte per file upload limitation. As long as the file you're trying to upload falls within those parameters, if you're not over 25 gig on the SkyDrive and if that file is 50 meg or under, you're able to pull that file into SkyDrive. It can be any type of file that you want. It can be Office files, of course. It could be PDFs. It could be other types of files that you want to store on SkyDrive. If you're storing Office files, it can be the old file format .doc, .ppt, but if you want to use the Office web apps functionality that we're going to talk about in a future screencast, it needs to be in the new file format, so docx, pptx. If it's in the newer format, you can actually edit it within the browser. If it's not in the newer format, you can still store it here, but when you go to edit it within the browser, it will actually ask you to convert that file. Now, knowing those things, there are basically three ways to get files into your SkyDrive. The easiest way is to simply come up to Add Files within one of your SkyDrive folders. So here I am in My Documents. I'm going to click Add Files. It will take me to an interface that looks like this. Now, you may be prompted, if you're using Internet Explorer, to install our Upload tool. Now, if you don't have the ability to install that tool for whatever reason, you'll see in this interface about 5 different browse fields where you can browse for files and upload them that way. If you are able to install the Upload tool, you can still browse for files one at a time. Or if you just simply go into Windows Explorer, you can take files and just simply drag and drop them directly onto the SkyDrive, and it's a very easy way to be able to upload those files into your SkyDrive folder. Now, you can upload files. You can also create files new within SkyDrive. So you'll see up here at the top, if I click New, I could do a new folder, a subfolder in this case, or I could create a new Word, Excel, PowerPoint, or OneNote notebook. So all 4 of those Office files can be created brand new from within the SkyDrive. Let's look at OneNote. I'm going to create a new OneNote notebook. Now, OneNote is a digital note-taking tool. It's been out since 2003. But it was upgraded for 2007, and actually with Office 2010, for the first time, it's included within the actual Office suites. If I name this something like Class Notes, for example, I can use OneNote to be able to take notes within class. It's a great replacement for a paper-based spiral notebook. When I click Save, what you're going to see is actually the edit view of the OneNote web app. Because I created this document new on the SkyDrive, it's blank, and so it just naturally assumes that I want to put some content into that particular document. So it goes ahead and opens it up for me in the web app edit mode. We'll talk about this in more detail in future screencasts. For now, I'm just going to go ahead and type a header in here. Let's say I'm sitting in period 1, for example. I can start taking all of my notes. Let me close out of the web app, come back over here to the folder itself. We've talked about 2 ways. We've looked at uploading. We've looked at creating a new file within SkyDrive. If you create a new file in Office 2010, you can also save that file directly out to your SkyDrive. So let me explain a little bit of what I mean by that. If I have a file that's already here on SkyDrive, if I want to open it within Office, it's fine as long as the version of Office that I have can interpret this file format. So if all of these are the 2007 file format, I need to have 2007, 2010, or the older versions of Office with the compatibility pack installed to be able to open and work with these files. I can open them, I can work on them, I can save the changes straight back here to the shared or the stored location. If I was to go into Office 2007, for example, and let's say I'm in Word, and I say File, New, I create a new Word document, I fill it out, I type in it, and then I go ahead and save it, I would have to save it down locally and then upload it to SkyDrive. If I'm using Office 2010, I can save directly to the SkyDrive. So I click File, New, and I save it directly back to the SkyDrive. Let me show you what that would look like. This is Excel 2010, and you'll notice up here at the top left, where you used to see in 2007 the little Microsoft Office button, you'll now see a File tab. That File tab will take you to what we call Backstage View. Backstage View takes a lot of the related commands from around Office and puts them together in one place. So you can think about this as your file menu. It has some additional capabilities there as well. If I want to look at information about this document, you can see here some of the different commands for permissions and versions, recent files, new templates you'll see here as well. Printing's got a nice integrated print view here within the Backstage View where you can actually see your print options, your print preview in the same place. What I'm looking for here, though, is the save and send functionality, because what I want to show you is something we call save to web. Now, this is specific to Office 2010. I can sign in here with my Windows Live ID, my password, and you'll notice that I can then see my SkyDrive folders here within the Office application itself. So if I created a new file here within Excel, I could navigate now to my documents on SkyDrive and go ahead and save this new file directly to the SkyDrive. If this was Office 2007 or older, I would have to save that new file first to the hard drive and then upload it to SkyDrive. But with Office 2010, I can save it directly out to the SkyDrive. If I close this out, we'll refresh the browser, and you'll see that new document appears here within the SkyDrive. A few resources for you if you'd like to learn more about Live at EDU. I have some good links here for you to learn more about the program itself. Help.outlook.com is a great resource for the Outlook Live solution. And if you go out to Bing and do a search for Office Web Apps Product Guide, you'll get a nice document that will break down for you all of the different features of what's included within those 4 Microsoft Office web apps. I look forward to having you on a future screencast.